man too. Like, let him feel like he did well. Because all of them know even they pretend say you don't understand what men self they go through inside that pregnancy. You know, so not two people they get belly. If your wife get belly, and if you're a serious responsible man, you self don't get belly. That's what it be. All this pregnancy sickness and all of that. I get them when I was when she was when she was carrying Layla. So when you go anywhere and the needs newlywed, newly born, as you they greet mama, as they commend mama, they greet the baby. They commend the papa as daddy junior, okunrin meta, big strong man. Yes, you did it. I credit you. They do that one on interval. We need them for our own mental health too. Sometimes we feel abandoned, ignored, non-existent, like we are not even there. But when they want to carry anything heavy, they say, Daddy, Caleb, can you help me? Can you do, we are there. We're always there, visible. Everybody can see us. But mentally, somehow, psychologically, all of our guests, you know they see us. Or you know they count us, or you know they rate us. You don't care about our mental health. I'm saying this from the heart. I'm not joking. Seriously, we're not supposed to do better. When you go and greet people who just born, greet the papa, they hail them, they see you. Now man, you be. When you say that, he himself go to feel like say, hey, yeah. You know what I mean? Don't just when you finish, they say, my egun, this your daughter is going to marry my son. What is that now? So I'm still going to be a middleman again. After being ignored for all those minutes, come on, man. Then the next role I could do is that my daughter is going to marry my son is going to marry your daughter. So we are coming to, so I will be a middleman. Pay attention to that. I just thought I should share that with you. It may sound kind of funny, but it's not. For our own mental health, it's serious. When you go and visit us and all of that, remember us. It's important. So, the confusion is everywhere. And in my own way, I'm always like, why should you get caught up in that simply because of what Nigeria has done to you? Of course, you can also direct it. You can kind of direct the narrative, by the way. They will say you are mad. They will say you are unrealistic. What you are thinking is not possible. Tell them what they are embracing is delusional. It is pure delusion. And if they say you are crazy, just tell them we are all crazy. Somehow, in our craziness, we could also be doing better because we control our craziness. If you control your own craze, Baba, now you there in charge. When you want mad, you go mad. When you want digent, any kind of style, when you want use. But when you have to be emotionally mad for things that you have no clue about, like the election in Nigeria, you are going about, we need to do this for you are not doing anything. I remember so vividly well. Those who survived the Boko Haram's time today, they were jumping up and down, raising funds, including school children, Tori Olong. They collected money from school children. They said, contributing to their future. They gave the money to Boko Haram. Guess what? Many of the children who actually, were free before Boko Haram APC came in 7 years ago. Many of them are dead. Others are in captivity of their captors, terrorists. So where's their future? So if anybody is telling you now, or you telling yourself that jumping up and down on a bogus, fraudulent system that is programmed, set up, established only to fail you, not for you, and you guys using your emotion to say, I am fighting for the future of my children. Some people fought for the future of their children 7 years ago. They brought in APC, Egbekegbe, how far? Ask them today. They will tell you, I regret them. I regret them badly. More people are poorer today. The economy has shrunk so badly that more than 43% of the population is unemployed. Like officially, unofficially, more than 80% of the population is unemployed as you are watching this video. Poverty has risen so terribly bad that Nigeria became the poverty capital of the world in 7 years. Your Naira crashed beyond anything. Your Naira crashed by over 237%. From 190 Naira to $1, it crashed and jumped to 610 Naira to $1. Listen, You had about 2 refineries that were working averagely in Nigeria in 2015. These guys came in, they wrecked them, destroyed them, and guess what? They skyrocketed your subsidy payment, and that wrecked your country. That's what they did. So if anybody is telling you is fighting for the future of his children, it will be tell them to continue to deceive themselves because they have no idea what they are talking about. Honestly speaking, my honest opinion, I don't be expert, but for this one where they talk, I beg you, call me professor. I don't do it for some time. Initially, they said it was a woro nonsense and all that. Today, they are scared for all I have said to come to pass. That is the game today. They are scared. When you say, Goodluck Egbere Jonathan is going to APC, they cannot imagine it. Therefore, reading that is going to happen or is about to happen, they are worried. Omo. Hey, wait till I go talk. You see, listen, you're not going to die. That's the point I'm about to make now. Listen to me. If you don't want to die, you don't have to die for them. Listen, if Goodluck Egbere Jonathan joined APC, Egbekegbe, my brothers and sisters, you no go die. Now your heart then go break. I know be today they don't break arm. Now you no get sense. They put hope inside Nigerian politician. Soon you go get time. Any little thing will remain for your heart, maybe not this truth go heal am. Hopefully, but you no go die. If Tinubu did not become APC, Egbekegbe's their consensus candidate, Baba, you no go die. She make a twist time again, right? If Goodluck Egbere Jonathan does not join APC, Egbekegbe, Mayegun no go die. Because Goodluck Egbere Jonathan's part is just a tiny part of so many rows to the puzzle. You know what I've been saying? There are so many options for them. Goodluck Egbere Jonathan's part is just a little fraction. So if you no join them, Mayegun no go die. Mayegun no go die unless to bad darugbo bobo. Mayegun no go die unless to bad darugbo bobo. I no go die. If Tinubu become their consensus candidate in APC, Egbekegbe, Mayegun no go die. Do you understand what this simply means? But you, who are going to live through what Nigeria is going to throw at you, are you prepared? Another question. If Goodluck Egbere Jonathan join and become the candidate of APC, Egbekegbe, what thing you go do? I don't go vote him. Of course, that's something. You're going to do something, right? I hate him. I will never, matter. Forget it. Not be people tell you, say, Jonathan go to prison. Somebody said they understand the system and they want a change in the system. And I bet that is why they told you that you could elect somebody to come and change the system for you. Of course, good luck. Listen, mine is not to completely tell you do this or don't do that. But we give you enough info, enough theory to piece together. Whatever you make of it is yours. That's why I told people, I know they give commando. I know they tell people what to do. Except when we decide to do something on my Egun's diary political. Don't worry. Reality goes set in. All of that, you see, all the feelings some of you are having. You see, Mayegun, what else do you want us to do? We need to, Peter Obi is our hope. Listen, I am not saying you shouldn't be. I beg you. If you say you don't get your PVC, go and get your PVC. Go and get everything where they tell you, say, may you do. The same cold breakfast that they are about to serve Tinubu and gang. He go wait for you for front. Me start arguing with you that your agenda of your third force, you want to change the system, you have to fight for your rights. All those things, Baba. Don't worry. Don't worry. Enjoy them. Fantasize. Go on this campaign and all of that. But you get one moment where you say, Nigeria go can't happen to you. the reality will set in. And you'll be like, ah, man, this country, no, they don't feel save this country. Now, that time, somebody said, you will love Nigerians, especially when you are trying to make them kind of think outside the box. Then they will start asking you, if it is not Tinubu, who else? And you'll be looking at, okay, I don't know. If it is not Peter Obi, then who else? They want you to answer. And I actually call them stupid questions. Some of them feel offended when I say that. I know some of you just ask those questions ignorantly, right? But to me, they're like questions I've heard a lot of time. If it's not this person, who else? How about if it's not this fraudulent constitution that brought about a rigged system that even makes it difficult, that makes it a reality to many of you that even your Peter Obi and every other person that you are telling yourself should be this or that in Nigeria, why it became so difficult and why the system continued to collapse because of the way they want it to be exactly. Rather than talk about why this person, how about why not referendum? Something like that. How would that sound to you? If it is not referendum, what else? Those are the things that you can ask yourself to say, I'm thinking outside the box, because if it's about election, now look at the framework of your election. The process is not you going out there to go and use your PVC to vote. It is a completely messy, fraudulent system that you cannot change from inside, as some of you are dreaming. You are thinking you will defeat a system that is put together that way. And it's so obvious. So this is not even like, or maybe I should even explain that. The present one is, look at the cabal who are choosing, look at the caliber of people who are choosing those you are going to vote for. Abi? Look at the electoral umpire that is going to conduct the election, right? And look at those who are actually going to pretend to be providing security for you on the election. Look at every layer of what, before you eventually now file out to say you want to go and choose, and tell me if your election is not already rigged. So how do you change that? Oh, you will find out when they rigged out your Peter Obi. Aha, don't worry. They don't give a damn. The system says, if you lose their election, go to court. Now, when you get to their court, then you will meet the likes of Tanko Technicality, the Babala Wayfair, the original plane driver, the Chief Justice of Nigeria. There are many. He is just a fraction of that. I mean, a fraction of that. And they will tell you, for the sake of national security, for the sake of national unity, for the sake of this, blah, 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 although you have proven to us that this election is rigged, but we cannot turn the election over for the sake of national security. What are you going to do? Oh, you are going to go and protest. They rig us out too. That is the playing to the book. You are playing according to their playbook. Then how smart are you if you think that is your own smart way of getting in? No. Your movement that you want to put behind Peter Obi can be a movement that can change your life forever. It all starts from that fraudulent constitution they call 1999 constitution. We, the people, you voted. You voted during the referendum on the constitution. Sure, you voted. Nobody voted for that 1999 constitution. That is the genesis. That is from where all this rigging, all this confusion, all this corruption, all these killings, insecurity, everything wrong with Nigeria today, that is the genesis. Nobody can jump that and tell you, I want to make Nigeria a production country. How you want to do it? Now, when you get there, you go realize, Abi, una ready. Like Princess said that if you were smart enough, think about this. Would you rather just waste another 8 years of your life hoping that somebody is going to get it right? Now, if you follow them, validate this nonsense, right? By next year, you are going to begin the journey of another 8 years. Now, When they mess up your life for another 8 years, you take a look of what your present age is today. I'm 38. In 8 years, or let me say, in 9 years' time, I'm going to be 47. Some of you are not going to see me as a young Mayegun anymore. Some of you are going to be saying that, Ogbeni, this old man, you will soon start calling me old man. So who want to waste 8 years of their lives that way? Of course, not me. I'm not going to waste my life that way. But it's up to you. That is why those who have managed to stay back and claim that they will challenge, they will challenge Wiki and his bullish, whatever. One of them is this man who is promising you security, Sarakonda Saraki. Like this video if you haven't anyway. If you are watching me on YouTube, we have over 2,000 of us on YouTube. We have over 800 of us, or let me say almost 1,500 of us on Facebook. I mean, if you have been with me all this while, you can still like the video just before we continue. However, this one said he has something for the youth too. Saraki.
As long as a single village or forest in this country is controlled by terrorists or bandits or any other criminal groups, as long as any of our citizens lives in fear, as long as our soldiers and other security agents do not get the right training, right equipment, and the right incentives, the job is not done. And it's for these citizens that I want to be president, because I will do everything to protect the lives and properties of every Nigerian and everyone that live within our borders.
That's Saraki. Now, for the sake of those who probably have been watching and they feel like we have heard all you have to say, Mayegun, what is the solution? People ask me that all the time. Sometimes it can be a little bit irritating that, why are you asking for a solution to what? So if you have concluded that this is absolute bunker, a contraption, nothing here will work. Not with this established system, a rigged system that serves the interest of a few. You can't break in from there. Listen, before I even say that, I caught some. You remember Banky W? Banky W decided to leave his political party and he joined the PDP in Lagos. Then he decided to run for the position of House of Representatives through the PDP. Then in the morning, when they did their primaries, they said Banky win until later when the story changed again. Initially, they said Banky win. Everybody celebrate on social media. Yes, go and join party. If you want to change anything, stop complaining. You need to join them, blah, 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 blah. Baba, last 5 hours though. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. May they announce. Baba. Last, my people. Now, Bobo.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
So you can't do that from within. They will break you. And that's what Nigeria does. So some of us will believe that why waste energy trying to be part of something that is programmed to fail? Why not channel that energy into telling the people why that structure is failing and that people should stop? Just brushing over the problems, like trying to scratch the surface of the problem. They should go down to the root of it. The root of the problem is that we are not put together by ourselves. We never agreed to it. Even this fraudulent 1999 constitution they are talking about, where they derive all the powers that has divided Nigeria even more. Bukwari did a great job, okay? If you don't know that, if Bukwari failed in everything, Bukwari succeeded in letting every average Nigerian to know who they are and where they belong. Truly, he widened the gap of the division. He explained that division so people knows their own boundaries now, except for those who are still living in their own, in their own kind of reality. To them, maybe when Bukwari is gone, all of this will stop. All of this will disappear. It doesn't work that way. The damages of what you are witnessing today is the continuation of the damages that started yesterday, years ago, decades ago. And it's going to continue as long as Nigeria is still fused together this way. So we need to begin to educate our people. I mean, we shouldn't stop. I've been doing that all the time. If everybody understands themselves, if you know who you are, if you understand who you are, right? It's easier for you to know that, there was a country put together called Nigeria. Well, this wasn't that country put together then. It has been altered. It has been it has been tampered with, and the people who tampered with, they've tampered with what should have been our peace, unity, safety, progress, and then economic, excellence, so to say. So they altered that, and you, as a person, educated person, it is wrong for you to continue to promote an idea that says we need unity without purpose. We need to come together without any definition of it. We need to live together without clarity of that living together. All of these are meant to be told to our people. Our people need to know why is Nigeria not working. It is not because you have evil spirit. You have people from your village pursuing you, though they may be trying, but Nigeria is helping them. Okay, village people won't have this upper hand on you. If to say the structure, the normal tenet of forming a country, it was, still in place. It's not been altered with. Now, until that is sorted, you can continue to live in that your own deceitful world that says God is going to fix it. No, that's not how it works. You will have to fix it, and fixing it means that when we go back to the base, right? When you go back to the base or the basis, right? You and I will come to the reality that we are never meant to be together this way. Okay, sure. The colonialists formed us together and they made it northern and the southern protectorate, of course, but that was then. But on the day of independence, right? We were there as independent regions inside Nigeria, autonomous region. Autonomous region means that we could do what we wanted all by ourselves on our own terms without anybody having to come and play an interference somehow. But somehow we lost that. Well, not somehow, it happened. We lost that and we lost our way. We are now dragged into this line of a one Nigeria that is not defined. Now, people don't even know who they are. So if you are educated enough and you want to say, let's fix Nigeria, coming together to fix Nigeria is to coming together to break Nigeria. Trust me. And you see, this literally breaking of Nigeria means that you first start to break it from the component part of the forcefulness that they force together. We agreed they forced Nigeria together. Then we should all agree to break it apart in a way that everybody can identify who they are, where they are, and they can handle their own affair without having to resort to all this ball kaja thing. Turn by turn Nigeria Limited. Now, turn by turn Nigeria Limited is why Yorubas will say it's our turn. Igbos will say it's our turn. The Northwest are these people who say it's our turn because everybody want to hold the spoon to share the food. And as Yoruba people, it is not in our interest for that to continue. Now, if you say, what is the solution? Election is not now. Election is good, though. Listen, I am somebody who is not opposed to election, okay? I am not opposed to elections, though. But a fraudulent election is not an election. And the sooner you tell yourselves this, you can't continue to participate in a fraudulent process. Listen, the process is faulty. It's obvious. They continue to manipulate it. The voters don't even have the real education about their voting process. You do. Now that you understand the whole rig, the whole fraud inside the electoral stuff, right? How then do you now pretend that you can use that same faulty system to produce responsible leaders that will then come in and change the system? How? It is just a mirage. So they said, if you know better, you should do better. We can't know better and remain in darkness. Now we have known better, we want to do better, and that is to impact better on the people that know less. Nobody say people don't know where they go on. Not everybody understands what is going on. Yes, they know what is going on. They see what is going on. But do they understand what is going on? Not everybody understands what's going on. Now, if you understand what is going on, it is your job to explain that. How do you participate in a rigged system that you know is rigged? But, I mean, people were supposed to run on goodwill and their projects, shouldn't they? Or even the party manifesto. There should be party manifesto that every candidate subscribe to. And in a way, they want to carry out. Shouldn't there be PDP, APC? Of course, they don't care about manifesto. You don't even read their manifesto. For those of you who read their manifestos, you don't even believe in their manifestos as well. What kind of a system is that? That suddenly you want them to become somebody. What do you want them to become other than what they have become? What you have seen so far? So how do you want to continue to pretend that you can produce something good from a faulty, rigged system? It doesn't work that way. They share the numbers of the voters. They know the areas where they want more votes, where they have less vote. They control all of that. Register from now to the end of time. It's never going to change anything because your vote won't count because the system is faulty. You know it, but you are pretending that maybe if you pull out more numbers, you can turn it around. It doesn't work that way. But sometimes it is good for you to carry out your emotion to find out. So for somebody like me, why do I have to waste my time knowing a faulty something that will provide, that will produce a faulty result and then will give you the same, even worse result? Why do you want to waste your life? So rather than participate in a fraudulent election, how about you challenge the system that strengthen or weaponize that faulty election? If you fix that system, you can produce a real election that will produce a real people. And indeed, maybe your election will start counting. You are far away from that if you continue to go into this emotional drive, emotional whatever, every 4 years. And afterward, you go back into your hibernation. You go back into your shells. You go back into your lamentation. You go back into your rant. Just like Mayegunda never left and always waiting for you to realize this, that doing something again and again and expecting a different result is a symptom of insanity. They say, I'm not a doctor, not a psychologist, but I agree. Doing something again and again, expecting a different result is absolute symptom of insanity. How? Why do you think? I don't want to be part of that. Now, because I don't realize, say, I no be madman that way. Even if I'm mad, no be this kind of mad self-destruction or self-destruct madness. That is what many of you are paying attention to. That is what many of you are investing in. And that is what I'm trying to deconstruct. Once you know that Nigeria needs to break from the way it is constructed right now, structurally it needed to be broken. Breaking Nigeria up starts from dismantling the structure that said or turned every region to beggars. Every rich region in Nigeria and the people from these places, they have been turned to beggars. Capping and every month, leeches, scavengers, opportunists, scroungers parading themselves as political office holders, taking advantage of the people because they are empowered to do that and get away with it because the system allowed that. So you need to break that into pieces. Then the journey towards our own countries starts from that moment. I was reading it earlier that the Omenira Yoruba petition that the Yorubas have been signing online, offline in the last 2-3 months has actually gathered the required signatures are needed. 5 million Yorubas have signed to leave Nigeria. So we are waiting for the next action of the initiator of this, this idea. We want to see what they want to do with the numbers. The 5 million Yorubas who want to leave Nigeria, more than 5 million Yorubas signed this petition, home and abroad. That is what we're talking about. There are things that can happen before you then say, let us go and put our new system into practice. Let us go and put it into test. Let us do an election. Listen, people can decide on all of this in just about 6 months. And your election is about about 8 months away. Who told you, who is telling you that nothing can be done about that fraudulent fake constitution that they call 1999 constitution, which is the genesis, the foundation of all of these killings, this insecurity, this profiling, this hatred, this poverty, this corruption, and every madness you are witnessing today. Who told you that they can't change all of that in 3 months and everybody can go their separate ways? Those who want to have election in February can have that. Those who don't want to have election anytime soon can do that. I mean, we can change a lot of things. Who told you that that cannot be tried? APC, Egbekegbe, they are now using remote control to move everybody here and there. They have told that because they don't want to play into the hands, because they have the capacity to rig the election. You have nothing to do. You will complain. If you protest, they will kill you. Yes, they will shoot and kill you. Exactly. They have the capacity to, but they want to make sure that at least nobody is going to challenge them when they eventually have to conduct their bogus election and they rigged it and all of that. Because many of you would have completely been scattered everywhere. Maybe you have a video there. Omoyele Sowore, you are not touching him. Kingsley Mohalu, you are not touching him. And the rest of those who could probably serve as your third force, genuine, that can take you entirely out of that system. But guess what? The people who are promoting Peter Obi, they are one Nigerianists. If they don't reach the result, the end goal of what they are doing, they will never move back. So sometimes you need to let it play out, so to say. Some people like us are never going to be part of that. So when they said that 5 million Yorubas have signed the petition to leave Nigeria, it is a good thing. It is a welcome development. And now all we have to do is what? Let us wait the next line of action. Are we going to bring all these 5 million people out? Are we going to now go and conduct our open referendum? In fact, I have been told that, because of this achievement, the initiator of this agenda, they are making people realize that as it is right now, Yorubas are not going to be part of Nigeria anymore. I don't understand much of that too, but I can tell you this. The moment they said that 5 million people have signed the petition, I am waiting for the next move. That is to say, people are not just talking, they are acting. And like I told all of you before, in this whole madness, in this whole mess that this Nigeria has brought upon us, right? Nobody has one size fits all solution. Every solution is important. Every idea is useful. I keep saying that because last, everyone will realize that this is not working. Of course it's not. This is never going to work. And if we don't do something soon, we are likely going to be consumed by this rigged and rotten system. And the future you are talking about, you can kiss it goodbye because of the way things are turning out to be. This is that people are acting. I love that. And that's what I want you to do too. In your own small capacity, just do your part to let people know why this is not working. Violence is not the way of it. Yeah, of course, nobody will support violence. The most violent, what do you call it? Group in this whole conversation, do you know, is the government. Some of you are not paying attention to that, right? It is the government of Nigeria that is the most violent against peaceful protesters, peaceful gatherings, civil gathering, civil disobedience, and the rest of that. It is the government of Nigeria that is always the aggressor. If you say you want to come out tomorrow and protest against fuel scarcity, they will bring out their soldiers to shoot and tear gas you and arrest you, intimidate you, harass, or do whatever what they can do, assault you. They will kill some people too. If you come out to complain about anything about the government, they will send their DSS after you. They will arrest you. They will assault you. If you are lucky enough, they will just jail you and they won't kill you. Now, the aggressor is the government. But many of you have formed the habit of blaming the victims. When somebody complains about the rot in that country and your government, your aggressive, tyrannical government, goes after them or withdraw their own fundamental human rights, some of you agree that they deserve that. When in the real society, in the real world, no, you don't treat people like that. You don't just go after your citizens and start shooting them and killing them simply because you feel like you can do that and get away. So some of you blame the victims, of course, and therefore your criminal government want to do it again and again. And in fact, some of you are already warning people, don't go out there, or if they kill you, they just kill you. If they kill you for Nigeria, they just kill you. That's what you do. Your government is the aggressor. Your government is the violent one. You know that. Your politicians are the violent ones. That you have the right to complain, even if you are complaining bitterly, if you are complaining in a more, if you are using foul languages, nobody should harm you. Nobody should give you or do you any bodily harm. Nigeria is a place that you can lose your life. For all I'm doing right now, I can lose my life for that. So who is now the aggressor? The person that is complaining. Are the criminals in government who use the instrument of government to hunt down those they call the government critics. Your government is the violence one. So we are not violent. We disagree with the system. That doesn't automatically decitizen us. I'm talking about a country where your government decitizened Omoyele Sowore. Abi, you don't forget. They removed Sowore at some point. Omoyele Sowore had no country. Because your government in Nigeria, they couldn't just tolerate him anymore. They were tired. They couldn't kill him. They don't know how to kill him. They jailed him. They couldn't jail him anymore. So what did they do? They decitizened him. Suddenly, Omoyele Showore's voters card, Omoyele Showore's national insurance number, Omoyele Showore's passport, everything was they removed him from their. Showore had no country. What kind of country, what kind of government is that? So before you blame yourself, before you blame people who have come to terms to say, we'd rather be this rather than follow this. It is from the experience of what Nigeria has done. So you are going to come to that your reality soon. Stop creating alternative realities. Stop creating things that pretend to give you hope. They are false hope. When the system remains as it is, nobody can break it or break in and say they want to change it, except you all agree that that system needs to go down. And doing that means that you will shut it down when you are ready. How do you do that? Deconstruct your mind from creating useless hope that are never going to happen. Okay? Let me put it this way. For more than 7 years now, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the Buhari Danes, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Dinotus, the Buhari Dijatus, even all these Abrodian Buhari Diderins, so all these Abrodian all risers, they were supporting Bokuwari. They were agreeing with the destruction of Nigeria. They were agreeing with the killings. They are agreeing with all the ruins brought about by Bokuwari and APC, simply because they were waiting for the time that Tinubu is going to be president. So they said everything Bokuwari did was fine. They called you wailing wailers. Once you complain about their ineptitude, their ineffective, incompetency and all of that, when you complain about the killings, when you complain about the corruptions, they said corruption is fighting back. They said you are enemy of Nigeria. You as a Nigerian, automatically they made you to psychologically distance yourself from Nigeria, because whatever you say, these people who felt like Tinubu was going to become president, they will attack you, they will abuse you, they will call you names. Even all of you will be saying you be independent businessmen, or you run your life privately, or suddenly if you complain, they will say you be PDP member, you are enemy. All those people who are attacking you for the past 7 years, they were hoping for a day that is now 48 hours away, so that Tinubu can be crowned as president of Nigeria through APC. Bokuwari will hand over to Tinubu. It was a done deal. So they agreed to the destruction of Nigeria because of what they thought they were going to be rewarded with, presidency. Now, just in the next 48 hours, 72 hours, the reality is going to set in that they agreed that people who died, they deserve to die. Those who became poorer, they deserve to be poorer. Those who became refugees, they deserve to be refugees. All of those things they agreed to in the last 8 years is coming back to nothing in the next 72 hours. Tinubu is not going to be APC candidate, sir. So by the time you are watching me right now, you they abuse me, you they type, you are typing angrily, you are typing, oh there. Many of you have been typing, abusing me for the past 7 years. Some of you even agree that now me get obsession about Tinubu. No be obsession. No. I was trying to save your heart and your kidney, your kidney, from collapse, from the kind of disappointment that you are going to face, including the poverty, next devil, shame, and everything that you brought upon yourself. I was trying to save you, but I can't save everybody. My message can't save everybody. Many people have died. But many of you will know that nobody say you love Nigeria. Forget the story. Nobody say you love Nigeria. That's why you are supporting Nigeria. You are supporting Nigeria because you are waiting for a day Tinubu is going to be the APC presidential candidate so that he can shame his enemy. You can now see Kolu can then become your this and that. Listen to me. You have been abusing me for the past 7 years. Some of you said now because I hate him. I know hate him.
nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò páǹbọ̀ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wáá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ́yìí abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
Shey you get me now? No be so I hate am, but very soon now, all of una go come back. I go come dey read all of you, especially on Twitter, on Facebook, how una go come dey curse APC, egbekegbe. How una go come dey attack everything wey you say was good, everything you say was perfect. When this whole thing come enter, when the gbedu enter body, enter body, all of una go speak Fulani, or you go speak Fufude, you go speak every language wey be say you no even understand before. You go begin to vomit the truth we don't choke you. When the gbedu enter body, enter body. Shey you get me now? So my own be say I go dey here. All of us go dey here. We go say sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. So if you are one of those obedient idiots, I no envy you. I wish I still have the same emotion that many of you are having. Everything gets its own expiry date. Are you with me? Maybe your own expiry date will be the long-lasting one, because now February next year. Any stunt wey una wan pull, una no fit pull am like the people wey don dey follow Tinubu for the past 10 years, hoping that one day Tinubu is going to be called President Tinubu Jagabandit, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So the una own madness just dey start. Una go dey offensive right now. Una go dey sensitive right now. Your emotion go dey run riot right now. Everybody that says something right now is an enemy. Nigeria is going to be good again. Nigeria is going to be great again. All those dreams wey una dey type, continue dey type them. You see these Tinubu boys, they don't deal with me for the past 10 years. Now every year they tell me say God go shame me. The next 72 hours, we go see how God dey work you. Some of them they pray. As for the Goodluck Egberejo Lantern supporters, listen to me very well. I no get permanent friend per se. Una self, una go dey here, come meet me here when everything done down or done. But to me and my household, if you ask us wetin we want, I will say, give us a Yoruba nation. An average Yoruba son and daughter deserves to live a better life. Yoruba have the resources. Yoruba have the expertise. Yoruba have the experience. Yoruba have the land. The Yoruba people are capable of handling our own affairs without any interference from any third party called Nigeria. Now, until we all agree to do this, I'm talking about until the entire Yoruba land agree that indeed we have been robbed, the future of our children have been mortgaged, the old age of our parents have been stolen. I mean, the comfort that should come with living in your own community has become things that eroded us. They have become things that we can now call luxury, safety, security, job, good economy. I'm talking about living in a better system that actually serves the people. Have become luxury to us. All these trends can change the day we all agree that Nigeria can no longer help us. But we are still part of Nigeria, you know that. For those of us who still have their green pass, I don't even know where I left mine. And I'm actually going to go to London soon to go and ask them for their green passport again. I mean, without it, they won't let me go anywhere all over the world. That is the stigma. That is the tag and something that this generation don't want to hand over to our own children to fight over. Until then, yeah, this is where we found ourselves. And this is why, if you ask us, what do you want? We want Yoruba nation. How are you going to get it? We know how to get it. We just need to get everybody on board as soon as possible. So when they told me that the 5 million people signature is concluded, I'm like, oh, that sounds great. Like I said, so the next couple of days probably should also be interesting. So if you are all falling on the side of their political whatever, or you are falling on either on the APC expectation, the confusion, or you are falling on the side of the PDP, people destroying people, or people deceiving people, side of the whole, the radar. So yeah, or you can save yourself all the stress. Pay attention to the Yoruba's self-determination advocacy. A lot is going on behind the scene, I've been told, and some of them are coming to light as we are talking. So you can pitch your tent into something more realistic, and that is the balkanization of what is today's contraption Nigeria. If you really, really love the people, if you really, really love Nigeria, I keep saying it. If you love Nigeria so much, you need to join others, and pressure, make it happen, break it up to save lives. As long as Nigeria is fused together, as long as this corrupt system continue to exist, as long as the system that continue to pop out criminals continue to exist or flourish, you can kiss you can kiss a good life, a goodbye, wave at it, and forget about it in this your lifetime. As for your children, they will just have to continue from where you're going to stop. And it's just going to be again and again and again. But for so many people who have the real mindset, the real good thinking, right? They have decided that what they have witnessed in Nigeria, what Nigeria has done to us, they will never want their children to witness that as well. So they joined the gang, they joined the team of those who said, Otoge, not just talking about it, they are acting on it. So if you don't join, you don't know. However, I am going to pop you on a short hold now, where I'm going to open the line. For those who want to call in, oh, I've got something I wanted to tell you, Mayegun. I forgot. Now I'm going to tell you tonight. You probably should dial that number. The number on your screen is a WhatsApp call only, right? To my friends on on Facebook, on YouTube. Like I said, you can still share the broadcast if you haven't. You can still like the video if you haven't. And I mean, you can subscribe too on Mayegun's Diary Politico if you haven't. Do that and you won't miss anything. When I get back in a minute or two, we will continue from here as I start taking calls. Remember that. Don't go anywhere. Share the broadcast. And I will be back.